I don't know if they're going to be able to hear you.
Well, no, if we jump this road, we'll have much more
source.
on this vacuum path. It's no speed. And you know, probably say there's Jack on TV more.
Oh no, they should be able to, because you guys should be
Hello?
desktop audio.
All right.
Yeah, hopefully they don't hear me twice.
You're almost up. Yeah.
Well, we'll do a test. Everybody's hear me too. What's what? Oh, the shirt? Oh, yeah. There you go. You get this. It's almost like you got this figured out. All right, Michigan mechanic saying you can't hear you.
Right back. Can you hear me now? I'm just trying to avoid a double because I can't hear. I can't hear the live, so I don't know if I'm echoing or doubling.
Sounds looks good now.
Right, that works. This computer is wicked fast. I'm actually debating on whether or not to go back with that animated background that I had. It was like a honeycomb with like fire through it. It's really freaking cool looking. I'm thinking about going back to that, or I don't know if maybe sticking with the garage theme. Because Kip, can you see the actual live itself, or just the StreamYard?
Yeah, I can see the live.
Yeah, you see the. I moved it so that way. Now, granted, our pane that we're in is a little smaller, but I sacrificed our overall height and width, so that way it shows more of the background. Because before I had it, like I can move it back. I had it so that way it was all the way down by the chat. And the problem with that is it covered up the like 90% of the background. Which is really
that's killer background. You got to be show that. So I think that's pretty good how you have it.
Right, and the more I mean you can see us, but the more the point is to hear us. So anyway, so we got let me lower my voice down a little bit. I might be a little overpowering. How are the like I said, I gotta go back and adjust everything. So if something is too loud or too quiet, please let me know and I will adjust volumes. Other than that, we also have all of the cloud bot stuff is now back. So as you can see, Mission Mechanic, you are still the stream boss from way back when.
Congratulations, Mr. Mechanic.
So his
Keep
name
up the good work.
His name appears there next to the tip jar. So he's there. We still have all of the little chat announcements that we had before, like if somebody subscribes to the channel while we're live streaming, or if somebody donates either through PayPal or through the super chats. That will still show up. And like right now, I have like 4 windows open, which I couldn't even open one window before.
Yeah, that's something that's happening with some of my tax return is getting either a new desktop or laptop. I'm not sure which, but I'm
Well,
definitely
if
gonna
you,
upgrade.
depending on how much money you have set aside, talk to me. We could probably get you a better. I could probably build you one, better than one you could buy.
All right, when this, yeah, I'll hit you up and we can talk about that
Because
later on.
this cost me literally just over $700 for this setup. I picked one for Ken Ignited Garage. His came out to less than this one, which is actually more powerful because I have some more decorative or
Yeah.
I splurged a little bit on some of the stuff that I wanted for when I upgrade the case because they're actually components that are for performance. Next year I'll be upgrading the processor and the video card.
Yep.
To a better one. But this got me in the door for where we were at.
Yeah, I'm pretty much that's my budget. Right in that area.
What, like 700?
Yeah.
So you can get for about $700. You can do like a $70 or $80 case. You can get a Ryzen 7 CPU, which is an 8-core, which is more for video editing because you want it for editing and you want it for doing like live streams and stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty much the same thing you're doing.
Right. And anything that you build for editing will be decent for gaming. So if you wanted to play video games on it, you could. But anyway, so go ahead.
We've got too many Xbox Ones in the house to worry about gaming on a computer.
Yeah, gaming on a computer is better than on an Xbox, but that's personal opinion.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, so you can get like a Ryzen 7 which is an 8-core processor. This is only a 6-core. But then again, I only paid $100 for it. You get a decent graphics card for it, 32 gigs of RAM, and a decent hard drive. Plus, you can probably use parts out of your current computer. I don't know what you have or how old it is.
It's pretty old. I think I looked at it one of the past live streams. It might be on a Core 3.
An i3?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about.
I'd have to double check.
I don't know how big your hard drives are or how old they are.
Oh.
But you can probably sacrifice. You could probably use your hard drives in a new build. Get a new hard drive for your operating software, and then keep your old hard drives for storage.
Oh, excellent.
Depending, I'm sure they're probably old style spin-up discs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not SSDs.
I know. I have 2 SSDs that where I have all my pictures and video footage, and then the regular, in the computer disk.
Right. Hey, we were just talking about Ken from Ignited Garage. He just popped in.
Yeah.
By the way, like I was saying, we still have some of the old. We have a lot of the old stuff that we had from the CloudBot. Like if I were to type in !top, it'll give us a list of all of the top point earners so far that I have, which should only be like 2 or 3 live streams. I might have to reset the CloudBot. I don't know. I hope I don't. We'll see if it pops up. It was working this morning. Because I tested everything this morning. I don't think Ken was in there. There was a couple of people that are in there joining me this morning. Figures. It wants to be a butt. Alright, let's see. Live streaming. Open up CloudBot. And my kid is literally having a field day in the freaking bedroom.
I've been here listening to it. Wow, somebody's happy.
He's supposed to be going to sleep.
Yeah, right.
I'm about ready to get up and go yell at him. There we go. That should work now. Let's try it again. !top. Let's try that again. I might not have had it open. Anyway, like I said, of course, it's going to probably prove me wrong because it was working this morning. But anyway, so we should have all of the old stuff we had before. Plus, we have this new stream. You didn't really have a topic for today, and I wasn't actually even sure if anybody was going to show up, only because of sounds like me on a bad day. I wasn't sure if anybody was even going to show up tonight because of the Super Bowl stuff. I don't know if it's over or not.
Oh God, I haven't watched the Super Bowl in probably 5 or 6 years. No real interest in anymore. Actually, I don't get into much sports. NASCAR is not a thing for me. I don't care about football. Right now, it's just cars.
All right. Somebody type in exclamation point and then type in the word points right after it. See if we can wake up Cloudbot. Because right now it's just wait. What do you mean Nova's oh, ha.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure I don't have any points.
Be amazed. I mean, I can technically look them up, but that doesn't really help.
It's always one step forward and two back, right?
Like I said, it was working this morning. Try to get for a new freaking. Let's try this again. Once we get it working, it'll be fine. I don't know why it does that. I know Pilot's got. There it is. I got it. Now, if I type in, it should give us a list of all of the top people with points. Then we can go back to having like the stream games and stuff. Were you here last year when we were doing those?
I vaguely remember them.
You had like the Magic 8 Ball and like the heist and different things.
Yeah, I remember the heist. I don't.
There you go.
I have one.
You have 1 point.
Well, I guess I need to.
Yeah, there's different ways to get points. You get 1 point per every 5 minutes that you're in the chat. You get you get 1 point for every 5 minutes you're live in the chat. If you're active in the chat, you can you get 10 points if you stay active. Anybody that subscribes to the channel during the live stream gets 100 points. Anybody that donates through the the Streamlabs PayPal link automatically gets 2,000 points. Anybody that donates through the super chat gets 1,000 points.
Dang.
And at some point, I'm going to make it so that way you can get. I'll set up. I can get a merch store on here, and I think I might either that or I might be able to have you donate points, and you'll be able to buy something off my Teespring account at a discount.
That's cool.
So we'll see there. But yeah, cool. So I mean, there's a bunch of cool different things. I think last year we tested all the widgets. If you guys want me to test the widgets again, I can. And then I'll just reset it so that way Michigan's back up here on the top. I think and now that I have Blender and some of the other stuff, I'm going to actually customize all of this stuff. This is all like, I guess you would call it like stock image stuff, like the borders and stuff. I can actually create my own stuff that is actually themed to like the channel using Blender. But I got to get a little better at that. I'm actually just now trying to do the truck logo again, and I started. I don't know how many people that are in the chat right now saw the issue I had when I booted this computer up for the first time and I lost all that data on this drive. But I had all of my data on this drive, and I made a partition for Windows, so that way I could use it as a boot drive to start this computer because it doesn't have a CD drive. There's a spot for one here, but it doesn't have an optical drive. And it ended up ignoring my partition and overwrote the whole drive.
Oh.
All of my media was on that drive. I didn't keep any of it on the computers because I kept switching it back and forth between the two towers. Well, between the laptop and the tower. And I ended up paying for a service. I think it's called US something or other. Here, hold on. It's called Ease US Data Recovery. And they actually saved a lot of it. I mean, a lot of it is not perfect. Like a lot of my vector images, anything that was a font is all now like a stock-based font. So I have to go in there and actually redo all of the fonts on all of my vector images. And I have to, like the truck, it's missing all of the tread on the tires. It's missing all of the color. And in fact, I didn't even think I had it. I thought it was gone, and I ended up finding it like late 2 nights ago at like 11 o'clock, and like no, it was after midnight. So it was like, you know, first thing real early, and I ended up finding it. So I gotta draw the tires back in it and all that, but at least it's not a complete loss.
Yep.
But like I was going to go edit the next video for the truck, which is pulling out the valve body and finding out what was wrong with the valve body. And I was going to pull that out. I was going through all of the footage, trying to find all of the footage for that video, and like the whole intro is gone. I got like one part of it, and then like the next part of the video for the intro is gone. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do there. I might just have to put in, you know, just a cut into, I guess it would be like an after filmed. I don't know what they call that. But I'm going to probably have to go say what I was going to say in that part of the film here in the living room. It's going to look funny. It's going to look funny.
I've had an issue a few times where when I'm moving the data over to the editing software, it picks up the wrong audio. It'll take audio from some other file, and it's like, yeah, no, it's really messed up, and I've never figured out. Yeah, I'm still not sure why or how it does it, but you know, then going back and trying to find the right stuff, and then or having to do the voiceover of, okay, I think I said this here. It's like, God, computers suck sometimes.
Yeah, they do. Oh, great Scott, Michigan mechanic. You might have an idea there. Said to travel back in time.
Yeah, right. You got your flux capacitor in the old Trans Am.
Dude, this thing lights up like a well, this computer here, it's fucking doing the disco over here, man. It's got the motherboard and the RAM are both RGB. So I don't know why.
Yeah, I can see it changing over there. That's pretty cool.
Can you actually see it?
Yeah. Right above your name, you can see it.
Oh yeah, you can see it through the side.
Going through.
Well, it's actually really cool looking inside. But when this isn't its permanent home, I have another case that are supposed to be coming for it. That wasn't on the priority list. But that case will actually show it off a lot more.
Cool.
Because the whole side panel is glass. So that's the reason why I went with the RGB stuff. I mean, if I was just going to build this case, I wouldn't have bothered with any of that stuff.
Right.
Because you really can't see it. You can see little hints of it, but really you can't see it. But this thing is so freaking quiet. All the fans are running right now, and I can't even hear it. Like, actually, I think the microphone for me is up there on the camera, so I can't bring it over here. But literally, it's dead quiet. I can't hear it at all.
Nice.
My other one was not that quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I say, we'll have to talk, at some point, and because I'm going to be heading down to Tennessee, probably the mid-end of March to visit some family, and depending on how things go, I may be driving back up.
Okay.
And if I do that, I'll make sure to, get you the money if you want to build it, and then pick it up on the way back up.
You would have to have me build it before you get up here. And depending on what you wanted, like, if you wanted it flashy, if you just wanted an actual, just a performance
I don't care
build.
about flash. I just want it to work.
Right. I'll make it look. We'll have most cases nowadays you can see into, so it'll look. We'll make sure we'll pick parts that'll look nice. It doesn't have to light up or nothing, but we'll figure something out.
Cool.
Because if you're gonna spend money like that, you might as well show it off.
Truth.
This live stream has just become a rave. Yeah, if I actually pointed at the computer, because you're only seeing a small bit of it. So
need the beat, man.
All right. I gotta keep an eye over here. I keep forgetting that might have somebody popping in here. Automotive news. I saw people are starting to get their Corvettes.
I didn't realize they'd start delivering them yet.
They at least started getting, like, Street Speed got his VIN for his Corvette. So he knows what car number he'll have. What else was some of the things that I saw? They were bringing something back. I forget what I know. I saw parts of the new Bronco. Oh, they're bringing the Hummer back.
Yep.
As an electric vehicle.
Yeah, they were supposed to debut it or show it during the Super Bowl.
Right. I don't watch the Super Bowl, so
yeah.
I'll just see it later.
Yeah, I kind of stopped watching Street Speed. I just got kind of pissed off at that last the Jeep Gladiator giveaway.
Why?
They did the mystery box,
right,
which he touted off as being all unique items, and you had to fill out this whole big fucking survey.
Right. And I saw the people that were upset with that. I watched the videos.
Yeah. Well, so was I, because I bought it, and but the thing that pissed me off was just on Instagram in particular, just the way he kind of dismissed people's upsetness.
Well, see, the thing is he had the opposite of reaction on the people's YouTube videos. If you saw his response to the people in the YouTube videos, he's like, message us out, whatever, we'll make it right, da 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 da. If you watch the people that had the upset videos, he said right down there in the freaking comments, say, hey, if you aren't happy with the whatever, we can maybe get you a different size jacket, whatever was wrong, da 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 da.
Oh, that jacket was a laugh, because it's 2XL, and even my daughter, who's nowhere even close to, large.
That was the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing everybody complained about.
She couldn't fit into it.
Yeah, we talked about this a couple weeks ago on my live stream about when people first started getting them. So that would have been right around Christmas. And like I said, that the stuff that was in it was pretty cool. I mean, the hat and the patches, that stuff was pretty cool. But I think if they would have thrown in less, like if they would have thrown in like one keychain or one or two patches for the hat and thrown something else in there, thrown in a signed poster,
a T-shirt, anything.
Yeah, even one of like the old, like even one of the old stock T-shirts. the ones that are on the discount rack. I would have been perfectly fine with that. I'm glad I didn't buy one. But don't think that was a trial run. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So to think that everything is going to go off without a hitch on the first run, especially with something as extensive as what they were trying to pull off.
I get it. It's not perfect, but
Yeah,
I just, and he's kind of outgrown. I'm starting to get into more of the smaller YouTubers who are kind of doing their own builds,
yeah,
kind of like you and me and
yep.
Jason and everybody. I'm trying to get more into that and not so much into the cars that the Corvettes and the McLarens. Like I stopped watching vehicle versions a long time ago just because you know it's not really relatable to me anymore.
I think a lot of people are
Not that it
starting
ever
are
was,
stopping
but
to watch vehicle versions because of the way that he's been acting recently. I saw that on the hell is it, Life Apollos. I watch his channel a lot, and just because that way I don't have to watch all of the big names, I can still keep tabs of what's going on.
yeah,
Because I like Stradman, but I don't like watching every single one of his videos. I like Amelia Hartford or whatever, but again, I don't like watching every one of her videos. So watching his channel helps me so that way I can catch up with what's going on with all of them without actually having to sit there and watch all of their channels all the time.
yep.
Hey Jason, I know I saw everybody else coming in. I was just trying to catch back up myself. And see you later, Ken. But yeah, so like I still like Street Speed's content. I'm very much into when he does the truck builds and stuff like that. I'm a Corvette
Yeah.
guy. I love Corvettes, so Corvette content's fine. The McLaren content is where he lost me. Not that I don't like the cars. It's just It's not relatable to me.
Yeah. I completely understand it. Yeah,
So
I think that his truck content was his best content.
his truck content is still his best content. In fact,
Yeah.
actually, I kind of want to win the new Dormax that he's. It's basically like a newer version of his truck, same gen,
Yep.
but different. The newer engine, I think, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So I do like that truck. It's gorgeous. I think the first thing that'll go though is the taillights.
Yeah.
I do not like the paint match taillights. I'm one of those
No.
people that taillights can be taillights. They can be red, or whatever. They don't need to be clear. They don't need to not stand out. I kind of like them. What's up, baby girl?
I was noise. Was that you?
Might be, or it might be him in there. He's still goofing off. What kind of noise was it?
I see it. I have him up on the echo, and he's not out of bed.
Oh, I didn't hear anything like walking around or anything. Check the cat's room. Check Zach's room. The door was open. One of the cats might be in there. So anyway, we have two cats. We have a kid. I think that's what it was because I just heard a cat jingle as she opened the door.
Yeah, I won't talk about how many cats we have.
Well, we only had I always only had one cat, and then my ex had brought her mom's cat in, and then when she left, I was back down to one cat. And when he passed away, we ended up taking in a barn cat from our old house, and then last year. When we were out for Jess's birthday, there was a black kitten at one of the it's kind of like one of those Walmarts before there was a Walmart, like a country store.
Yeah.
And it has a pet section, and there was somebody had brought in some stray cats from the woods behind their house, and there was another black cat, so we picked it up. That was Jess's birthday present not this year but the year before, so about a year and a half ago.
We have 5 cats, which we rescued. Rescued one, adopted the others. One from we got from a Facebook or no, what's the thing before Facebook? Craigslist ad.
And all that stuff before Facebook.
Yeah.
Before the Walmarts and the Facebooks of the world.
And we, my wife and daughter fostered. We fostered a bunch of cats, and then we got like 3 cats from fostering. So yay.
Yeah, you can never have too many cats.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you can. You start being called Crazy Cat Lady.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to shave
Yeah.
the beard.
Huh?
You said you'll have to shave the beard if they start calling you Crazy Cat Lady.
No. All
Start
right.
putting on the
I
Mrs.
gotta
Doubtfire
run
look.
for just a minute. I gotta get the dog out, and then I'll be right back.
All right, have fun.
Yep.
So, and you guys catch that Cletus McFarland got a racetrack? That was freaking epic. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm checking to see if I had.
I thought you guys were in the other room.
Jason sent me a message about us being so small on the screen in the chat bar. The chat bar is actually up there for people that are watching either on their smartphones or, say, on an Xbox or a PlayStation. I know that the chat bar is there for. I know that the chat is there for people that are watching it on their computer, but for playback and for Xbox and whatever. And the other thing is if I make us really big, which is where I had us before, it kind of defeats the whole point of having this gorgeous background as well. I mean, if you really want us to see us in the big and the, the super big, I mean that's fine, but I kind of actually shrunk the screen this time around. I kind of shrunk the screen again because of the fact that I didn't want to hide as much as the background that was already there. And like I said, the chat is here for the people that don't have the chat bar next to it. So, I mean, I started doing this actually before Xbox started putting it up here in the corner. For the people that can't see the chat. So, I don't know. Anyway, so you guys heard about getting that racetrack. I might actually go down there at some point because that'd be fun to go down to one of Cletus' Cars events down there. So I know they get pretty rowdy down there. What did you guys think about that? Nothing. Best video I watched so far this year was the cinematic. Oh yeah, that was freaking awesome. It was. Comes and goes, it seems. Yeah, that was really freaking awesome. That was some epic editing. It was almost on par with if you watch It's Just a Six and the editing that his team does for his channels. I mean, though I know it's not as fair because I don't know if Cletus has a whole team of editors or if he does all of that himself. I know some of he does his own editing, but I know It's Just a Six has a whole team of people that's what they do. They edit videos. Kind of wish I had a team because then I wouldn't be sitting here having to do my own videos. But I don't know. I like him, but that's my own personal opinion. There's plenty of people that like him that don't like him. I love the editing in his videos. They're very dramatic and I don't know. I just like the way that his videos are. I'm kind of waiting to see more for that Camaro build that he had going on. Oh, yep. Kip's back. Welcome back.
I'm back.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? All right. Little Eminem.
One of his best songs.
I like a lot of his songs. I'm not sure if you heard, we were talking about Cletus McFarland and buying that racetrack.
Hell yeah. That was an awesome intro video, and it was so cool that he got some bigger names, Vaughn Gittin and Finnegan and everybody into it. So
I don't think I have enough money for that. I was just realized that, wait a minute, I was going to do a heist and I have it at 100. I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't last year. I don't have 100 points sitting in the thing. I don't know if anybody can do a heist yet. I don't know if you can do a heist with just one or two. I have to check. I have to see what the minimum thing. All right, thank you, Jason, for popping in. Much appreciated.
Have a good night.
Much appreciated. Where are we at chart wise? We're at 5, I think. Is that right?
Yep.
Yep, 5. I got so many windows open. I gotta bebop all over the place to find out where I'm at. That's not a problem I've had before. That one up? Nope. That one. Nope. Don't do that. That's the one. Okay. Nope. Now I gotta put Streamlabs on top. Or StreamYard. There we go. Alrighty. So yeah, we were talking about that, and we were talking about how the editing on that video for his announcement trailer.
Yep.
Was freaking epic as all get out. And I was saying that it was kind of on par with the editing that It's Just a Six does. If you've watched his videos, the editings that he does for his B-roll is just, it's on par. Now, the thing is I don't know if Cletus edits his own videos or if he has a team that edits them for him.
I think that the majority of his videos he edits, but I think if you look, wait around to the end of it, there's a logo that I think is a company that he's used on a few other things, like the videos when they're doing the build off on the golf carts, them and the Booster Boys. They had an outside company come in to videotape.
So every once in a while they have a higher.
Yeah, they hire outside people.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, his everyday videos is all done between him and Cooper.
All right. Now, obviously, I edit all my freaking shit. Almost every piece of media you see on this channel has been done by me. So whether that's the t-shirts, which is the truck t-shirt with the little truck's hoodie with the mud splatter behind it, which I had a casualty the other day. My t-shirt that's just like this one, it got too close to the radiator.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's got some burnt holes in it. And my girlfriend said she smelled something that smelled like burning or something like something was hot. And she went over and kicked the clothes away from the dryer. When I went to go to do the laundry, I saw the holes in it. I'm like, no. So I have to go. And like, they're not free for me. I have to pay for them just like anybody that buys the stuff off the site. So when that stuff happens, it sucks because like these are expensive. I mean, granted, they're not as expensive as some places that you can get hoodies, but hoodies are still not cheap. These are like, Teespring.
Teespring. Okay.
Which Streamlabs should. Oops. Let's see. It's supposed to be telling you guys when every couple of minutes. It's supposed to be telling you guys to links and stuff.
Yeah, no, there hasn't been anything other than the Streamlabs saying how many points everybody has.
Yeah. I can pull this one up and just put it in the chat just for freaking shits and giggles.
Yeah, because eventually I want to once I get closer to 1,000, I want to do something similar as soon as I can.
What, the
Course
Teespring stuff?
Yeah, as soon as I
The
can
thing
course
is
help out with that.
honestly, I would do it now.
All right.
Because the thing is, all of your backlog of videos, everything you've made from before this point will have no mention of any kind of merch. If you wait till you get big, then any videos that were like, you never know when you're going to make a popular video.
Yeah.
You know, you never know. You can go out tomorrow and you can film something and you're like, whatever, and then you can film it and you'll never know. That might be the video that goes big. And if you have no mention of anything in that video, well, it's just a wasted opportunity.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
I'm not big. I have 1,600 subs. In the grand scheme of things, that's not big.
No, God no.
And do you know how much Teespring costs me to run?
Nope.
Absolutely zero.
Okay.
It's nothing out of pocket for me. The only thing that's out of pocket is my time and energy to create the designs. Everything else is handled by Teespring. Teespring has a set price that they charge per shirt, and then anything above that price is what goes in your pocket.
Oh. Okay. Well,
and it doesn't matter if you sell one or if you sell 100. It's not like where like Send It Steve, where he made those hoodies. Those were all out of pocket.
That's what I did with my first batch of shirts that I wear. Is that those were all
out of pocket.
Last year,
so also every shirt that you wear that you don't sell is cuts into your profit.
I haven't sold any shirts.
Right, exactly. So it was, you have no problem. Like if you were to sell those shirts, you would have to have a set figure. Okay, so if I sell these shirts at $10 a pop, each shirt costs me, I don't know, let's just make it easy. Okay, so if you sell them for $10 and each shirt costs you $5 to make, you made 100 shirts, so that's $500. Okay, and if you sell them for $10 a pop, you would have to sell 50 of those shirts before you made any profit.
Yep.
And it's basically okay, how many shirts have I sold? Not as many as you think. But and that's not the point. The point isn't, what's up? Oh, he's still awake. The point isn't how many shirts that I've sold, because I have sold a few.
Yes, I see that.
And each one that I've sold has given me a small profit that I wouldn't have had if I didn't do anything.
Yep.
Plus, it also gave me ability to get some nice stuff for me to wear without having to pay an arm and a leg. Because if I were to go out and go make like 2 or 3 shirts for myself,
expensive.
if you were to go to a print shop for 2 or 3 shirts, it would be freaking ridiculously expensive. What did you do? My kid is all tangled in his own clothing.
He says stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck, all right. What did you do? Toddlers, man, toddlers.
Well, at least he's not a painter.
No, he has been a painter before, and my family is a family of painters.
Lucas, he's never been a painter.
He's never been a painter?
No.
Was it Jaden then?
Probably, but Lucas never been.
Well, we've been lucky.
Yeah.
Because I was a painter. I was a painter.
Yeah.
My youngest brother was a painter. I don't know how you're getting out of that.
Yeah, my oldest was, and thank God she was the only one. Yeah.
You're all done being stuck?
He's just all better stuck.
Weirdo. Weirdo.
See you.
You see me? I see you.
Board. Look. Board.
Bored?
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's a light. You're hijacking my live stream, buddy.
A bang.
Oh yeah, that's why he's supposed to be in bed. He's 2.5.
Yeah.
Are you gonna come join me for a minute? Let's keep your diaper down low. Say, I'm supposed to be in bed. Are you supposed to be in bed? No clue, huh?
Freezing under the
Put him
camera.
in front of the camera, and he shuts up.
There you go. Now you know how to get him to go to sleep.
Are you supposed to be in bed?
Okay.
Okay. Are you gonna go to bed now?
No.
True words have never been spoken. Oh, that's great.
At least it's a kid and not a. I'm talking. Is not supposed to say car or cat?
Vroom.
Vroom.
Go right
Yeah,
there.
there is a car right there.
Go
There's
out there.
also there are headphones up
Go
there.
out there. Go out there.
Yep, there's a car up there.
Wait.
And lights, yes.
Wheel.
He had a cat hijack his live stream apparently.
Wheels.
Yes, the car has wheels.
And the wheels go round and round.
Door.
And yep, and it has a door.
Open.
Open door.
Future car.
Close.
Yes,
not just
very
like
much
that.
so. Very, very much so. Everything is trucks. Big trucks, right?
Closed. Closed.
Yes, Daddy closed it.
There.
Yes.
So, I have no idea where we were at. Where were we?
Shooting the breeze. That's where we were.
Shit in the breeze. Got it. At least hopefully it's downwind, not upwind.
Yeah, right.
Touch the drink.
Yes, that's Daddy's drink.
Touch it.
I touched it.
Boop.
Poop.
Oh,
Is this kid? This better not be kid-friendly content.
yeah, right.
There'll be Kappa coming down on me because I have a kid on my live stream.
So you say you got another truck video that you're working on?
Yeah, I'm working on. So like the last video that I have, I think the end of the video, you see me trying to start the truck. I got you. You're not gonna fall. And then it cuts out. The next one was supposed to start with trying to get the truck to move. And I think I'm missing some of that. I know I'm missing like the verbal intro. Might possibly be missing the part of
That's Daddy's.
yeah, that's Daddy's race car. Daddy's race car.
Daddy race car. Daddy race car.
Yes, Daddy's race car. Let me show him face hug.
Race
We do the face hug thing like from Aliens.
car. There.
Give
You ever
Daddy a
seen the
face hug.
Aliens movies?
Give Daddy
Long
a
time
face
ago. And
The creatures that jump out of the pods and like attach themselves to your face.
Daddy.
oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, see,
I get it
face
now.
hug. This is something I started with him when he was really freaking little. Because I used to have, I have a picture. I think it's on my Instagram, but it's one of those face hug creatures, and it says do you want a hug? And so I got the idea from that to do the face hug.
I showed it to you.
Nice.
Huh?
I showed it to you.
What, the face hug creature? I had that all the way back when I was.
No, I showed you he did it.
Oh,
Because my younger brothers used to do it.
Car.
yes, car. So yeah, I think I'm. Depending on how many videos I make. Vroom.
Wheels.
Vroom wheels, yes.
Lights.
You're making it impossible to do a live stream, buddy.
Lights.
You're just enthralled with the lights inside the computer, aren't you?
Top. Bottom.
The top, bottom.
The car is on top of it, yes.
You can't touch. No touch. You can look. Where are the wheels? Right there. Where's the door? Where's the door? Yep, right there.
Open.
Yep, now it's open.
Close. Cake.
I gotta put the car back up there. Oh, that's hilarious.
Open there.
Oh, you want me to open? I'm fine. I'll open the door. There, it's open.
Close.
No, I'm not gonna close it now.
Oh no, we're not playing that game.
So,
What? Fire.
no, there's not fire. No fire. No weeboos.
We do.
How am I supposed to focus with a 2-year-old in my lap? Damn it. Boop. Shh. Shh.
I wish you open it.
All right, you gonna go night night now?
No.
Go night night. Yes. Okay. Good. Go night night.
No.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
It's way past your bedtime, baby boy. There, he's over here giving me looks.
Yes.
When did you get the
Hey,
photo?
Open.
Oh, I wish that was my shop though. Anyway, so it depends on how many videos I make, like the rebuilding of the valve body with the ship kit.
Yeah.
That should only be like 2 or 3 videos, and then I should be caught up to where the truck is at now.
Open. Car open.
No.
What's up, Pete? Pete's in the house. Or is it Pete? Is it Pete and repeat, or just Pete?
I don't know. I think that's just Pete, but hey, repeat could be here too.
Yeah, I wouldn't turn repeat away. Repeat seems like a pretty cool dude.
What's that?
So yeah, I got 2 or 3 more videos of the truck, and then we should be caught up with that. Hopefully by the time I get caught up with those, it'll start getting a little warmer outside. Maybe.
Yeah.
No promises there.
Cool car.
Oh, sweet! I can't wait, Pete. He says that repeat's making might be making another return. You're
Nice.
loud and noisy. I got the look. But yeah. So he. Now my brain's all fried. So I got like 2 or 3 more videos on the truck. Should be caught up with where the truck is at. I still have to. Sweet. I still have to repair the one transmission line leading up to the cooler. I got some drilled and slotted brake rotors to do on a Kia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's not even the fancy Kia that they're gonna go on.
You know, you should go to bed.
God.
It's the gray one, the not fast one.
Shush.
The not fast one,
I
because
don't know. Is there a fast Kia? I think that's an oxymoron.
have you ever driven in a Kia Soul Plus?
No.
Kia Soul Plus with a 6-speed is faster than my truck.
Wow.
It gets up and goes. Now the gray one that we have, I don't care how hard you flog it, it doesn't go. You know, you can beat it like a redheaded stepchild, and it'll still kind of cakewalk.
Yeah.
It struggles to go above 80, 85. Not that we should ever be going above 55, but yeah, no.
Yeah. Only in Mexico, right?
Right.
Only in Mexico.
Whereas the green car in Mexico, it's you know, it's tiptoeing through the tulips at 85.
Huh.
You know, it doesn't even
Oh,
care.
I guess the only other one I would think I would be fast would be the Stinger.
Well, that's a totally different animal.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's what it's it's something else under the skin. I forget what it is. Is it not? It's not. The hell is it? It shares the same chassis with a different car that is known to be quick.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, the Kia Stinger shares. I think it is a Hyundai car.
Okay. Oh, maybe it's the one of the Genesis or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's the Genesis.
Okay.
So basically,
that makes
it's
sense
just a rebadged Genesis.
Gotcha. Oh.
And yeah, it is pretty quick. The Stinger has too many fake vents. They create too much drag and slows it down. Yeah, probably, but it still looks cool for a freaking Kia.
Del Sol. That's a car I haven't heard anything about in a while.
The Del Sols were pretty cool.
Yeah, I got a buddy. One of the first videos I ever did on my channel, I got a buddy who's got a JDM
Right.
Del Sol. It's got that what do you call it, the trans top or something like that. I don't know if I can say that online, trans, but
I don't know. You might get me censored.
I know I might get you. Yeah. But it's got the trunk lid. Yeah, right. No problem. The trunk lid lifts up and the targa top slides back in.
Oh, yeah, it's got that solid top that lifts up that everything tucks underneath. Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of the Thunderbirds had that, didn't they?
May have.
The way back in the day ones.
Probably. Yeah, I think so. But he, hopped up, JDM engine. It's really pretty, cool car. For a early or mid 90s, Civic,
Right.
Well,
so you got you got some nice little modern hot rods. I mean, I wouldn't consider them they're not fast like Hellcat fast.
Oh.
And neither is I'm not saying my Kia Soul is going to compete against a fucking Mustang or Camaro, but for a little tiny shitbox, it gets up and scoots. The Honda Del Sol. And Ignited said it's funny seeing NOVAtazz try to freaking focus with a little one there. You should try to see me focus anytime. I have ADD. Me focusing, I mean, you're lucky you guys get my attention enough in here. The only reason you guys have my attention is if you guys get a good conversation going. Otherwise, my attention is like 50 zillion places at once. The more you guys talk in the chat, which I do see, you guys are now very front and center right here. I can see it. Alexa, stop.
This is a reminder.
Echo, stop.
Medication.
Echo, stop.
I had trouble communicating with Xbox.
That's
Please
fine.
try that again.
Shush. Oh my god.
Oh, that's the funniest thing all night.
Right? Every time at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, Echo turns my world upside down.
Oh, funny.
So, yeah. I don't know if anybody else is going to join us.
Yeah.
Let Echo talk to Alexa. Now, the funny thing is they're one and the same, though. They have multiple personalities.
Yeah.
By the way, did anybody check out Ignited Garage's burnout video the other night?
I have not seen it yet, but again, congratulations on the 1K.
Yeah, the first burnout, man. He created his own freaking Australia wildfire. Like the haze that Cletus was filming through when he was doing his the burnout videos out in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. His garage, you could not see one end of the garage to the other. And that garage is only like maybe, I wouldn't even say it's 12 feet across. You could not see the other side of it whatsoever.
That's a good one, Pete.
What am I missing?
Says once did a prank call and called a Chinese restaurant and a Japanese restaurant and had them in a three-way call.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That would have been fucking hilarious to put on YouTube. Oh my god.
Yeah, that would have been.
Remember back when that used to be the stuff that used to be on YouTube?
Yeah.
Was crap like that? Or like the Arnold prank phone calls and stuff? You know, that's used to be what you come to YouTube for. It used to be freaking stuff that was just absolutely hilarious, maybe not even 2-3 minutes long, and the stuff was absolutely funny. And now look at it, it's just it's a
Yeah.
mess. I mean, you got people like me on here. I mean, like, what the hell? See, I told you it was only like freaking 12, 13 feet across. He says it's 20 by 12.
Yeah.
I
That's bigger than my
I
garage.
got a good eye. I think my garage might be bigger, but there's so much crap in it that you can't use that space.
Yeah, I don't have a garage, so.
But then again, it's not my garage. It's my girlfriend's grandfather's garage. So it's all his
Yeah.
crap that's in there. I'm just kind of like, hijacking the space in the middle.
Hey, whatever works, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's never clean, because it's not mine.
Yeah.
Welcome, Jesse. Welcome. It's 22. It's 02/02/2020. It is definitely an interesting number combination.
Same red forward or backwards.
Yep. Hey Jesse, how do you like the? Well, I can't say the new layout because it's not new. Tweaked, but it's not new. The new old layout. Is that right? I'm looking over here at you, and the camera looks like I'm looking at the other direction. I gotta fix that. Maybe I need to put you on the other side. So when I look over here, it looks like I'm looking at you.
That's true. Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to that thing. Yeah. Well, I got to
Are you bailing
slip
on
out.
me?
Hopefully, somebody comes in and joins you. But thanks for having me on. We'll see you soon.
All right. See you later. All right. See you later, Pete. I'm just rearranging my windows here for half a second. All right, there we go. Alrighty, let's see. I got you guys in the chat to chit chat with, so keep the comments coming. The more you guys keep it coming, the more we can talk, and hopefully we can get some good conversation going. I did pull shit around here a little bit, so that way. By the way, if anybody wants to come up here on screen and chit chat with me, let me know. I will shoot you a link. Ignited Garage got in trouble from his parents because they were not here to see it. In other words, did they want to see it and they were pissed off that you did it without them, or are they pissed off at you because of the mess that you made that they came home to? I don't even know. Is Michigan Mechanic still here? Did I miss him leaving? He might still be in here. He might be working while he's watching. And the funny thing is, Jesse, there is a lot of cool things that go on this live stream that you don't see in here. Like if somebody donates to the channel, there's a little animation that pops up. If somebody subscribes to the channel while we're playing this, a little notification pops up on the screen, and things like that. I thought he was jealous, wasn't he? By the way, if you have not subscribed to Camaro Time, go check him out. He does. He has a lot of cool freaking videos. He does a lot of informative videos, car related content. He does some editing, computer content as well. Be sure to go check him out. He is one of my channels that I do watch regularly. Along with Ignited Garage, who just made 1,000 subs. Anyone watching King of the Hammers live stream today, they will have a live video of off-road racing and rock crawling all week. No, I was not watching them. But if you post a link down in the chat, it might not approve it. Darn, I didn't think about that. You guys can't post links in the chat. At least I don't think you guys can. It did take you. Okay, good. Da, 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 da. All right. So, what do you guys want to chit chat about tonight? It's only 10 o'clock, man. Oh no! I'm running out of chat buddies. I don't know where everybody is tonight, man. That's right. I forgot football. Ugh. Not that it's too bad of a start here. 30 playbacks, 5 people, 2 likes. It's just King of Hammers, the big off-road event in California. 100,000 people show up every year and have a little city in the desert. Sounds like fun, man. I don't live close to anything like that, so nobody comes up here to cold country in Pennsylvania and goes and has a party. Especially not with off-road vehicles and shit. At least not that I know of. Oh. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, so what do you guys want to chit chat about? Do a little Q&A about the channel if you want, even though I think a lot of you guys that are still sitting in here are people that have been in here for a while. We can chit chat about anything automotive. I can go look up some stuff if you want me to. See what we can figure out. Normally run this channel with everybody chit chatting back and forth. It does get kind of slow when everybody leaves. Can here, Jesse, I'll let you. I'll show you the some of the cool things that we can do with this setup here that I couldn't do before. If we get a subscriber, this will pop up here in the bottom corner here like that. And if somebody donates through YouTube, this shows up.
Oh, yeah.
And if somebody donates through Streamlabs, this one shows up.
Look at that. Beautiful, huh? Honey, hush.
So yeah, that's some of the stuff that I can do in the channel. I can go back and reset that. The new computer's running pretty good so far. I can see some areas that I'm going to need to improve on in the future if I want to run some more aggressive programs. But for where I'm at right now, this is definitely pretty good. The computer is not on fire over here. That's just the RGB lighting inside the case. I like it. I was playing a little bit of video games earlier here before the live stream and doing a little video editing. I am looking at picking up the Adobe suite, but I need to wait till I get paid next before I start that. And I kind of want to do my editing on that, but we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Here, I'm gonna clear this. I'm gonna clear this stream boss thing to put it back the way it's supposed to. Be back in half a second. I don't think that worked. Nope, it didn't work. Oh well, sometimes that resets it so that way it goes back to the way it's supposed to. But it'll reset it the next time I start the live stream. I didn't hear the transition for that. At least I don't think I did. Anyway, got anything you want to chit chat about there, Jesse? By the way, if you invite your friends over and we can probably get some better conversation going, let them know about the live stream and maybe they can catch it from the beginning next week. Oh, I need to actually start probably looking up different things to chit chat about in here. Well, like I told everyone else, if you let me know what you want to do, what you want it to do, what you want it to be used for, maybe we can figure out about. I mean, unless you're just planning on buying a pre-built, though you can normally get a purpose-built computer, part by part, cheaper than you can get for a pre-built. A lot of the time, the pre-built computers are not what they're advertised for. Unless you build your own. In that case, that'd be actually be pretty cool. I mean, I built my own. They're not too hard to do. Just a matter about being careful. I'm covering up my beautiful car back here. Oh well. That's anyway. It doesn't matter. All you can see is the computer screen anyway. I'm gonna need a new. Oh, you already read that. Oh. Let's see if I can find something interesting to chit chat about.
That's the first time I've seen you up there.
Fail.
Jerk.
I think I would like to build my own. Brother built his own. Creepy.
Peace out.
I think I'd like to build my own. Brother built his own, and I have lots of time messing around with computers and repairs on my phones. Yeah, it's not too hard to build your own. Like I said, if you know what you want to do with it, it's not, if you have an idea of how much money you want to spend and what you want to do with it, we can chit chat later about it. Or you do it here. I don't really care. Let's see. Oh, that didn't sound good. I heard a big bang outside. Japanese issue arrest warrants for ex-U.S. soldier. 2 others What is that? Former Nissan boss fled to Lebanon while awaiting trial on charges of underreporting earnings, breach of trust, and misappropriate of company funds. Well, that's never good. Let's see here. Tokyo authorities on Thursday issued arrest warrants for former U.S. Special Forces soldier and 2 other men in suspicion of smuggling former Nissan Motor Company boss Carlos out of Japan. Warrants were issued for. Here, hold on. I can share screen here. There we go. Anyway, so
Thanks.
No,
Well, I can. No, I got it.
what was that? Thank you. Stupid ads. Warrants were issued for U.S. former General Brett Michaels Tyler and 2 other men, George Antoine Zeke and Peter Taylor. Prosecutors said in a statement. A warrant was also issued for Goshen for allegedly leaving the country. Goshen fled to Lebanon, his childhood home, at the end of the last year, while he was awaiting trial on charges of underreporting earnings, breach of contract, misappropriation of company funds. That's what they said up there. Arrest warrants comes 2 days after prosecutors searched Tokyo at office of Goshen, former lawyer. Lebanon and Japan have about 40 days to decide whether Goshen will be extradited to Japan or stand trial in Lebanon. 2 countries have no extradition treaty, and Lebanon does not typically hand over its nationals. Goshen's legal team is hoping to hold the trial in Lebanon, where the former auto executive has deep ties and hopes to clear his name. Goshen has struck out at what he has called Japan's unjust judicial system and said that the alternative to fleeing would have been to spend the rest of his life languishing in Tokyo without a fair trial. I have to get my driver's license. I finally got my hand controls working, and I got a handbrake installed, so now I have to take my driver's test. Oh, good luck there, man. Definitely good luck on that one. You have to share your experiences with us, man. I don't know if I could ever see myself driving a car without feet, but I also I have the luxury of being able to use my feet, and unfortunately, you do not. And it's awesome to see. It's awesome to see what people can overcome. Can Renault Nissan Alliance survive without College Goshen? Jam review. I'm going to need it driving with hand controls. Might scare the instructor. Oh, hopefully not. Hopefully they have an understanding. Hyundai is offering owners and lessees 3 years or 36 miles a mile of complimentary scheduled maintenance on all 2020 models. The company announced Saturday. Like other luxury brands, including its own sub-brand Genesis, Hyundai's program includes oil and filter changes as well as tire. Looking for something interesting. Oh, this is interesting. GM developed system to make towing behind pickup trucks safer. 2020 Gladiator versus Ranger. My dad tried to drive with the hand controls, and it is hard to unlearn using. Yeah, I bet, man. I really do. I mean, I played video games for years, and even just switching between one video game console and another is hard. So, like, if you played Xbox for years and you picking up a PlayStation controller or learning to play on the computer, I mean, even that is hard to get used to because of all of the muscle memory of just knowing where things should be. Da, 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 da. Like, where is all of the like just automotive general news, not necessarily car news? Automotive car culture news. I'm used to using arrow keys on the computer for racing games, and I played them on my brother's Xbox, and it took some getting used to. Yeah, see, like, I haven't played computer games for a long time because none of my systems were able to play or newer games. And I tried playing Ghost Recon today using the keyboard. I'm almost tempted to go get my Xbox controller and go hook it up and play using the Xbox controller because that was hard. Uh, Being fluid, I mean, I can do it, but you have to think so much that it kind of pulls you out of the experience. Though I do like having the ability to have all of those different options at your fingertips that you don't have with a controller. But still, that's going to take some getting used to, and I definitely have to get a mouse with more buttons. Because right now, the mouse that I have literally only has, the left, right, and the scroll. So there's no fire button or anything on the sides. What games do you play on the computer, Jesse? I used to play Colin McRae Rally way back when on what was that? Was it the 360? But that was an Xbox. It was a console game. I'm definitely a fan of rally games. But like I said, I haven't played any rally games on the computer. Yeah, that would be about when I was playing. So yeah, it was probably the same game. I'm getting notifications on my phone, and I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe it was just that it was fully charged. Nope, it's not fully charged, so that wasn't it. Oh. I haven't really played. I don't like playing games on my phone. I don't know why. If it's just the small screen, or the fact that all the controls are on the touch screen. I don't like playing games on my phone. Uh, Past things like slots or things like that. As far as any of the actual racing games or any kind of action game, I have not enjoyed playing games on a touch screen. Not something with full like joystick type controls. Just not something I've enjoyed. Ooh, excuse me. It's a little tricky, but it is a good game if you like being able to complete, modify, and tune your car to track. Now, I used to play a game, and I don't think I have it on this phone anymore. I can check. But I used to play a drag racing game on my phone, but it got to the point to where unless you paid for things, you weren't competitive, and it really started pissing me off. I don't like games where you have to pay to win. I want to play a game because I enjoy playing the game, not because I dump money into it. CSR Racing 2, I think, was the game. And it really pissed me off. Because I realized I started dumping like a crap ton of money into that game. And I really didn't have anything to show for it. And I could have been putting that money into mods for my real cars and had them back on the road. And yeah, it kind of pissed me off. I don't like dumping money into something that was it. And then, like, if I missed playing it for a day or whatever, I was so far behind, it just became to the point to where it almost became obsessive. And at that point, I was like, nope, I'm done. I don't want to have to sit here and have to play something to keep at it. I'm a recreational gamer. I don't want to sit here and have to play every day. Picking up something when I'm bored and having nothing to do is one thing. Being forced to come and join a game is something completely different. Especially being forced to spend money on it. Oh. Oh. Hello, Nikolai. How is the other world of Tamaqua? You know what I might do? I might start just displaying the past subscribers of the week. Is to just subscribe within the last week. That is at least letting you know. Just saying. I think that's what I'll do. I'll display anybody who subscribes throughout the past week. Nasty and slippery. Yeah, I was out in it earlier. We had to run up to the Walmart in hometown. So you remember this setup, Nikolai? Sorry if I seem a little, I don't know. I do much better when I have somebody live face to face to talk to. Not very good at and YouTube chat is not very quick unless you got a crap ton of people in here. When you start slowing down people, it's hard to have a conversation. We had a car go skidding down the hill sideways 5 minutes ago. Where was that at? I mean, there's not like, this whole town isn't filled with hills. I always get this dead zone too. Every single time. Oh, Elm Street, Dutch. That's where I thought. Pretty sure I know where that is. We were thinking about getting a house up there, and I'm kind of glad we didn't. Sorry to leave you hanging, buddy, but I have to go get going. Best of luck. Hope someone joins soon. Have a good night. See you next Sunday. See you later, Jesse, and good luck with getting your driver's test. Thinking I might end up logging off of here. So anybody who's still here, if you want me to hang around, speak up in chat. And if not, I think I might be going. But if there's going to be people in here that want to chit chat back and forth instead of just staring at me up here on the big screen here, I'll hang around. If not, I think I'll get going and find something else to do for the evening. I didn't think I was going to be here this long this night anyway because of the football, which I don't even know if that's still going. I don't even know where I could find that out at. Nope, I guess not. I'm guessing it's over. It's nice as long as you don't drive down Elm Street. Yeah. We ended up looking somewhere else. But I'll talk to you about that later. I'm gonna get off of here. Kind of slowed down in here, and we'll see if we can get some more people in here next week. Make sure you guys tell your friends about the live stream. Like I said, every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out then, there, Nikolai. All right, talk to you guys later.